We all want a well-mannered dog that is easy and fun to live with. With in-person classes and private lessons being at a bit of a premium and hard to get to right now, it's hard for us to focus our training, have some goals, and then celebrate when we achieve them. I'm Chelsea with Pawsitive Futures Dog Training and Behavior, joined with my good buddy Lennon. And today we are going to introduce you guys to American Kennel Club's new Virtual Home Manners training title. This is an awesome way for our clients to have a little bit of focus into their program. All 10 of these test items can be tested virtually through a CGC evaluator like myself. And it's going to give you a little bit of focus to help you garnish that well-mannered pet that you want. Let's take a look.
Test item 1. The dog allows the owner to pet and groom. The exercise should begin with the owner briefly petting and talking to the dog. Afterwards, the dog will allow the owner to brush its head and chin, shoulders, back, chest, and belly in any order 2 to 4 times. Depending on the size of the dog, the owner may stand or sit or kneel. If the dog is placed on a grooming table or platform, the grooming loop, or the part that goes around the neck, should not be used. The dog should not resist or try to get away and should show no signs of aggression. The owner may talk to the dog and pet during the grooming. The dog owner should also check the ears and feet briefly. Depending on the dog's coat type, the equipment used may be a brush or a grooming mitt. Test item 2 and 3. The dog will respond to the owner's cue for sit and down, either verbal or visual. A food lure may not be used, but food may reward the behavior after completion. Test item 4, coming when called. The dog will demonstrate a recall from 20 feet away or from another room. This skill should be tested in the house. The dog will need to demonstrate the skill once and may have a person or helper stand with the dog while you wait. The owner should give a single command, such as come, instead of come, 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 come. Dogs do not have to demonstrate a formal sit when they get to the owner.
Boy. Good.
Test item 5, manners related to food. The owner may choose one of the 2 following options. 1, the owner sits to have a snack at a table or counter with the dog nearby. The dog should not be begging. There should be about 10 to 15 seconds of video footage, and when the owner is finished eating, the dog may be rewarded with a treat. Option 2, owner puts the dog's dish down. Owner puts some food into the dog's dish and takes the dish to where the dog is fed. The owner puts the bowl down on the ground and may give a wait or get back cue if necessary. The owner may say something like, okay, to indicate that the dog can then eat the food after he or she has waited about 5 seconds. The dog should not be pushy or lunging for the food. Test item 6. The dog behaves appropriately in response to a doorbell. For the video, a helper can ring the doorbell or the owner can activate the doorbell sound. When the doorbell rings, the dog should not bark excessively and should remain under control. The owner may cue the dog to sit, down, or go to place before opening the door. The owner should then be able to open the door and say a few words to the guest or to a pretend person and then close the door. The dog may be rewarded for staying in a sit, down, or place. Test item 7. Go to place or crate and stay for 1 minute. For the video, the owner will give the cue for the dog to go to its place, bed, or crate 10 feet away. The dog must lie down and wait for 1 minute. After the duration, the owner may go back to the dog and release it. If a crate is used, the owner may choose to leave the door open or closed. The dog may be rewarded at the end of the 1 minute session. Test item 8 demonstrates relationship. The first of 2 test items where no food rewards are allowed. The owner or a family member and the dog will demonstrate that they have a good relationship by playing together. For the video, they will demonstrate play for about 10 seconds and will choose at least one activity for play: hide and seek, a scent game with 3 cups, do a trick, or play with a toy. Depending on the activity, the owner may stand, sit, or kneel. Test item 9, out for a walk. For the video, the exercise will begin indoors with the owner saying something like, "Let's go for a walk." The owner will put the leash on the dog and exit the door. The dog should remain calm and under control and should not drag the owner out the door. The video may stop after exiting the door and start again once the owner is outside. Once outside, the owner and dog should take a short walk together to include a turn or about turn and a brief fast pace for about 4 to 5 steps. The dog can be in heel position, but does not need to be. The dog does not have to sit when the owner stops. The dog should be able to walk on a loose leash without pressure and may be walked on a regular leash, not a retractable, in a buckle collar, martingale collar, or body harness. Test item 10, exercise outside. The owner or family member will provide the dog with owner-facilitated, structured outdoor exercise. The dog will fetch a toy or ball, a soft disc, chase, swim, or run with the owner. For the video, about 10 seconds of exercising will be shown. If the dog has already completed their virtual home manners puppy title, choose another form of exercise to demonstrate this exercise portion in the virtual home manners adult video.
I hope that answers some of your questions about how this test can be run and how you can film it right at home. If you're ready to be tested, check out the description below. I've got my contact information and I'd be happy to test you and your pup. And if you're not quite ready and you're still working on a few skills, check out this playlist on pet manners. It'll help you get those behaviors nice and strong so that you and your friendly 4-footer are test ready.